were terrible with money.
Terrible with money.
You know how bad Eri was with money? He would max out his credit card. Sabi ko, Eri, why don't you pay off your credit card? His answer was, and I was like, Eri, no, baliktad. You were trying so many different things. You wanted to be a host. You wanted to be a comedian. You wanted to be an actor.
Improv.
You were doing all of that.
Marami nga. For me, sa akin, the biggest money maker is myself.
Right.
So, the only investment I made was my skills.
Pero I remember that time also. So ito, kaya ako ito kinuwento rin guys. Kasi naalala ko yung, Eri, again, we're gonna talk about something.
Please.
Chris, my co-founders is kicking me out.
You know, here's the thing. This has actually never been talked about. I haven't spoken about
Wait,
this
you haven't spoken in...
at all. But this is me just clearing my name up. I may be a lot of things. I'm not perfect. I've made mistakes throughout my career.
Yeah.
You've known me as your business partner. I've made my mistakes. I remember saying I just wanted to have friends.
Oh, wow.
Why put yourself in a group that doesn't want you there, right? Find people who accept and understand you. And like I said, I wish these guys the best.
Yeah.
I really do. Like, it's done. I'm just clearing my name.
Yeah. Alam mo, aside from investing money, ang isa sa mga tinatanong sa akin is, paano ba kumita ng pera? Hindi lang yon. Napansin ko, karamihan sa ating mga kababayan ay nag-uumpisa pa lang o kaya nahihirapan sa career nila at hindi nila alam saan pupunta. Kaya inimbita ko yung isang matalik na kaibigan ko para pag-usapan natin yung mga dinaanan niya sa buhay at kung nasa na siya ngayon. Ang bisita natin ngayong araw na to ay isang pinaka-successful na wedding host sa Pilipinas. At yung kaibigan ko, si Eri Neeman. Eri, welcome to the show, pare.
Hindi ko sanay na mag-Tagalog ka.
Hindi ko masaya.
Kasi English tayo eh.
Yes.
Nung nag-meeting, si Chris kasi business partner ko yan. We were business partners in Elor de Ortigas.
Yes. For over a decade.
For over a decade.
Yeah, over a decade.
Even pandemic, pinagdaanan natin.
Yeah,
right?
lahat dinaanan natin.
Yeah, we went through that. We were 5 partners. It was you, me, Rocco, Emil, and Armin.
Yes,
it was 5 of us.
Yeah, and what was interesting about the time na yon, Eri, naalala ko, you were the youngest.
Was I the youngest?
Yes, we were calling you the baby.
The baby ba? Ako ba yun?
Think about it.
Ako yung bunso. I was the
Rocco's older than you.
He's a little older than me. He's a few months older than me.
A few months lang ba?
I think a few months lang. Oo.
But you acted like the baby.
I was the baby, yeah. Yeah, I was the baby, yeah.
You know, Eri, kaya inibita kita din sa show natin dito. Kasi, alam mo, I talk about how to invest your money. A lot. But a lot of people naman can't invest money that they don't make.
You gotta make the money first.
You have to make the money.
Yeah.
And I remember you were the youngest one of us, and you weren't making that much. You didn't have a stable job, right?
Not
It wasn't
yet.
a stable job.
Racket. Freelance. I was freelance. I was doing my thing, yeah.
Maganda sa freelance, you can make a lot.
You can make a lot sometimes,
but
hindi siya consistent.
Yun.
Yeah.
Oh. And I remember to si Eri nung time na yon, you were trying a lot of different things.
A lot of things, yeah.
You were a host.
I was an actor.
He was on Bubble Gang. For those who want to check, you were on Bubble Gang.
Masarap yan pag juice! I was a writer there. I was a voice artist.
Voice artist din.
Nagvo-voice overs pa ako nun eh. And then eventually, ang dami kong ginagawa. Like, so many. I was doing stand-up. I was doing improv.
Yun.
Yeah.
And I remember back then, you were, first I want to say, I'm going to say this, hope I don't, offend you.
No, please, be straight.
You were terrible with money.
Terrible with money.
And I'll tell you this.
Wala. Hindi talaga. Wala akong alam.
Okay, and I'm sure a lot of the viewers can relate to this. Kaya kukwento ko na to,
Terrible.
You know how bad Eri was with money? Nung time na yon, he would max out his credit card.
Yeah.
After he maxes it out, I remember this. Sabi ko, Eri, why don't you pay off your credit card? His answer was, No. Hindi ko babayaran yung credit card ko that you were paying 3.25% per month on a maxed out credit card para daw meron siyang cash in case of emergencies. And I was like, Eri, no, baliktad. Pay the credit card so you have no more obligation per month. And then if you have an emergency, the card is for that emergency.
Yes.
That was one of the things. And a lot of viewers have the same problem with credit cards.
Oh yeah, they want, and credit cards companies want you to just be impulsive.
Yes.
Kasi they make money from the interest. Like, and you were telling me, in-explain sa akin ni Chris, Eri, If you pay it off, wala ka ng interest. Meaning the 3% that gets compounded every month, palaki ng palaki
Right.
yan. And that's how you get into more debt. More debt. Like you just utang na lang. And then you never pay it off because you're incurring so much debt every month because of the interest. But if you pay it off every month, you don't have interest paid. And you can always use that extra money pag kailangan mo talaga. So, I was bad with money. And I didn't have financial education. I didn't grow up with it.
Yun. And then that's the interesting thing eh. You didn't have financial education. And you're not alone.
Yeah.
I know, I'd say majority of Filipinos don't have financial education.
Yes.
Okay, so when it comes to financial education, say, what would you recommend now that, I mean, guys, Eri now to Eri back then, malayo. We're talking several zeros na malayo. Okay, umami ka. He's laughing, pero it is several zeros. It's a lifetime ago.
I mean, it was really hard work. And life thankfully is I'm able to provide the life I can for my loved ones.
Yeah.
And for myself. Like, meaning you have a sense of security and have a sense of options.
Wow.
I think options feels good. Like, diba, when you have options. Yun talaga, I think, at the end of the day, money is important, especially if you're surviving. Like, sobrang, if you need to eat, money is like, kailangan mo yan para lang kumain, right?
Yes.
Pero once you get past it, medyo nalampasan mo na yun ng comfortable place and medyo hindi na yun ang problema, money really just provides options.
Right.
And freedom.
Right.
And it would be nice to get in a place na, well, money will provide me to own my time. Wala pa ako doon.
Oh, okay.
Wala pa ako. Because I need to work
of course.
To make money. I need to work to keep it going. Pero wala pa akong mga sistema na it works while even if I'm asleep. I haven't built the team yet. I haven't built the systems yet. Or even hindi ko pa like. Or you can obviously invest it in stocks and everything and live off the interest. That's another thing. Ibang, and I'm sure Chris has talked about that. Pero it took time.
Okay.
It took time. Pero I'm very grateful.
Okay, so back then, when I first met Eri, alam mo nakatira siya sa isang 30 square meter.
30
square meter apartment with 10 dogs.
10 dogs, yes.
How do you end up with 10
nabutan
dogs?
mo yun?
Yeah,
Nabutan
10
mo yun?
dogs. 10 aso.
No, kasi dalawa sila noon. To the condo people, pasensya na. Dalawa lang sila, allowed naman yun. Pero nanganak sila ng nanganak and we were just like, oh my God, what do we do? Did you see them?
I did.
Really?
I did. I remember, either you showed me a video or I actually was there on the hallway.
I think you were there in the hallway.
And they were running out when you opened the door. And then I was like, holy, ang daming aso yan.
Daming, as a lot of newspaper.
And all I could think of was, how does Eri's condo smell like inside?
You didn't want to go inside. You
I
didn't
can
want to go
imagine.
inside. No, that was... No, pero, man, like... That's where you came from, you know. I mean,
Right,
it's a nice, like, parang... It took all of that... I mean, you've seen that. You were my business partner. You've known me for a long time. So, yeah, it's humbling. It's humbling.
Not just that. Okay, so from the condo to where you are now, you have your own house. Paid for.
Yes.
It's yours.
Yes, that feels good.
Diba?
That feels
Renting to now having your own home.
That feels good. Meaning there'll always be a home no matter what. Like
Yeah.
that feels good. I mean, and ako for me, I was never really the type na imagine ko magkakabahay ako.
Right.
I was never that. Like I was never Greenwoods, the house I'm trying to sell now.
The first one, that was the first house.
The first parang biyak sistema. Parang you break a belief system for yourself na kasi minsan it's not even, and a lot of people talk about this, it's not more of like your capacity that also holds you back. Yung belief system din nag-hold back sa'yo. Meaning, hanggang dito lang ako, hindi naman para sa akin yung buhay na yan.
Right.
I think that gets in the way more for people, more than like actually other, like, of course, having to do the work.
Yeah, of course.
Pero kung hindi ka naniniwala na para sa'yo yan, hindi bibigay ng mundo yan, hindi bibigay ng universe yan, hindi bibigay ni God yan.
What would you say na what first broke in terms of how you were able to buy yung unang bahay mo? Was it the mindset or the money?
Saving and setting money aside until I got a big amount. Like, nakita ko na.
Yeah, pero why were you saving? But you must have seen it first before you were... Why were you saving all that money if you did not see it in your mind na, uy, bibili ako ng sarili kong bahay?
No, I just saved and I never really thought to have a house. I just had, because I kept saving, na tabi ako ng 20%, 30%, minsan 50%.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
Coming from, I read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad and The Richest Man in Babylon. Those were my two, Rich Dad Poor Dad and Richest Man in Babylon. Yun ang dalawa kong binasa na books just to get me a little bit more financially literate. And then eventually, it was just the tabi-tabi ng 20-30%. And ginawa ko yun for years. Like, no matter what, I will not touch that money.
Oh.
No matter what, I never touch the money.
How long? How long were you saving?
Years. And if I did touch it, I would always pay it back. Meaning, may utang na ako sa savings ko.
Oh, wow. That discipline.
Yeah, always.
So you had a separate bank account
Yes.
for your savings and then expenses.
Yes.
You made sure of
Yes.
that.
Yes. I had a savings account na hindi ko hinahawakan, and I still have that same savings account now.
No.
Yeah, it's there. And I have investments now. I have here, syempre, you have like insurance. And
Yes.
you have like, like let's say the Peso Global Tech Fund is pretty good. Like that's done well.
Do you have dollar account?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll tell you right now, if you can, I hate giving this advice kasi may mga viewers tayo na sinasabi sa akin, Chris, Filipino ka, why would you give this advice?
No, please.
But I'm actually, honestly, put your money in dollars.
Really? All of it?
As much of it as you can.
Really?
Think about it. How
'Cause
much was the dollar to the peso just a year ago or 2 years ago?
Oh yeah, it was like
50, 55.
so you made money and keeps going up.
Yeah, every time it goes up, you're actually making money.
Like tulog. It's better than a bank account.
Yes, because no matter how much you're making in
That makes
interest,
sense.
if it's in dollars, and you're also making money in interest if you find the right investments,
Yeah.
you're ahead of the devaluation of the peso. Now, it's not our fault that the peso is devaluating. It's not completely the Philippine government's fault.
Yeah.
It's because all of the currencies in the world is tied to the global currency, which is the US dollar.
Yes.
So the US dollar keeps borrowing money. So they print money, and what do? They export their inflation to all countries. So tayo ang sumasalo ng paghihiram nila ng pera. On top of the fact that our government also borrows money. So because of that, that's why the peso keeps going down, and it will always go down in value. Think about it. Before, when we were doing business, the peso was at what? 40 something?
45, 40,
Parang
mga
ganon.
40,
45, 48.
Parang ganon.
No, mga
yes.
45, mga ganon, 45 to
Parang
the
ganon,
dollar.
40 something. Yeah.
Right. And now it's at 60. And I'll tell you, I told my friend the same advice. He was an importer. Sabi ko, if you're an importer, put all your money in dollars now while it's at 50. He put it in dollars. So ngayon, he's like, Crystal, best advice. Can you imagine
Really?
if he had it in pesos? He had to now buy products from other countries with the same money. It would have cost him 20% more. So that's why always put a stock in dollars, because when the peso goes down, and it will, you're actually appreciating or at least holding the value of your asset.
And just put it there because it's still liquid.
Exactly.
You
It's
just-
liquid.
And if you need it, just convert it.
Exactly. And by the time you convert it, like now, so let's say you bought it at 60, now you convert it, it's 62. Oh, wow. You're ahead.
And it's better than keeping it anywhere, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe you can give me some dollar accounts that I could create that works later.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we'll talk about it
like,
later.
Ito, okay to. Like, Eri, lagay mo lang dyan, okay ka na.
Yeah, so may mga
Sige,
ganun.
sige,
So
sige,
that's
sige,
that's
sige.
one advice.
No, but what happened was, ito nangyari. Nagtabi lang ako 20-30%. This wasn't even advanced financial things. It's really like
Basic.
magtabi, tabi. And you know what happened? I did that for years. I never touched that money. And all of a sudden, I have the option to buy a house.
So then you realized, wait, I have enough. Let me buy a house? Or you were thinking, let me buy a house. Oh, wow. I have the money to buy a house.
I have the money to put it down so that I can loan and do monthly for the house.
But that's
But-
easy na yun eh.
But I have the option.
Yes, exactly.
Meaning, parang nagre-rent ako ever since mga 28,000 yung rent ko, but if I just add like 10,000 a little bit more, make that my bank loan for 20 years kasi first house, I can own property that will appreciate eventually over time.
Right.
So, yun, I had the option because I just kept saving.
Yun, I love that. So I like what you said, Eri, na it was basic financial discipline that you did. That's all you did. You
Basic.
just nagtabi ka lang ng pera every month. Hindi mo may disiplina ka lang na hindi galawin yun.
Hindi ko gagalawin.
No matter what.
I didn't know anything about investing or trying those things. I didn't do any of that. I just kept setting aside money and just tabi lang sa bank. And now I have all these options because the biggest thing kasi for me, sa akin, the biggest money maker is myself.
Right.
So the only investment I'd made was my skills and how to get better. Kasi kung ako pagaling ng pagaling, pahusay ng pahusay, and I always keep learning, then I can increase my premium. And if that keeps going, I just need to take care of myself and my skills, and then eventually, yun, I'll just tabi lang ng tabi. But obviously, I know there are smarter ways to do it. It's just that, syempre, I'm not gonna do things I don't know.
Right.
I just kept it simple. I really just kept it simple.
I like that. Okay, let's talk about improving yourself.
Mm.
So naalala ko kasi when you started nga, you were trying so many different things. You wanted to be a
was.
host, you wanted to be a comedian, you wanted to be an actor.
Improv.
You were doing all of that.
Marami nga.
From Bubble Gang, Boy Backup,
Yep.
to suddenly you started to focus more on your comedian side.
Yes, I did.
Yun,
Yes,
sabi ko
yes.
okay. And then I saw you, I even remember you created a logo for yung comedy
Comedy
group
Manila.
niya, Comedy
Yeah, Comedy
Manila,
Manila,
which
yeah.
is still around today.
It was a crappy logo too. It was.
I loved it.
Did you like it? Like this, the mic and the
Yeah,
sun.
with the
and-
mic.
You like that? I made that in PowerPoint.
Yeah, I thought it was good. Sabi
Yeah.
ko, and then you were showing me, you were like, Chris, we're gonna start this comedy group.
Yeah.
I go, that's great.
How that started was because I was doing an open mic in Borough. You remember Borough?
Borough,
Real
yes.
Good food, right?
Yeah,
Set
yeah.
up, Sina Patrick. I wanted an open mic near my place with the 10 dogs, right? And I just wanted to walk, and then I remember the group went up and said like, "Why don't you just put up your own group?" And I said, "Okay." So I guess wala nadala, hindi ko lang naisip, and I was just like, I put up the group, and then I obviously had a co-founder, CGB, during that time, and like we kind of did our thing for a while.
And I remember I would watch your gigs. I actually found it funny. It was
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
Magaling yung mga comedians show.
Yeah.
And these comedians are still around now.
Yeah, they're doing good. They're
You want to
doing good.
name who these comedians are now?
They're all there. They know who they. I mean, nandyan sila lahat. I mean,
Sina,
they're in.
Alex Calleja
Sina
was a part
Alex,
of it.
yeah, sina-
Was or still is.
I don't think not anymore.
Pero was a part of it.
He was, yes.
Starting off pa lang nung time si Alex. And
Yeah.
then si Red Olero.
Red's doing great now.
Yeah.
I mean, he's doing his thing. He obviously
With his-
did Netflix, which was great. The rest, I believe, they're in the group Cool Pals.
Cool
And
Pals,
they're doing-
right. And they're doing really
amazing.
good. Yeah. Pero I remember that time also. So ito, kaya ako to kinuwento rin guys, kasi naalala ko yung, Eri, again, we're gonna talk about
Yeah,
something.
please,
This was a really bad
please.
time in your life. I remember this.
Yes.
Noong time na yun, Eri, naalala ko, suddenly, Eri told me, Chris, my co-founders and my groups
Yeah.
is kicking me out.
Yeah.
And I was like, why? Okay, wait.
Here's the thing. This has actually never been talked about. I haven't spoken about
Wait,
this
you haven't spoken in...
at all.
This is
At all.
over
I kept this
a decade
quiet.
ago.
This was over a decade ago. I've never spoken about this. It's actually so funny that you're bringing this up because you were there. You were there when it happened.
Yeah, I was.
Chris was my business partner when all of this happened, and I really just wanted to move forward from it
Yep.
and not do anything. But there's actually a timely reason why you're bringing this up. And maybe that's the universe giving a sign na parang, hey, maybe you should also speak up. Keep going.
Well,
Sige, sige.
wait. Before I
Keep-
speak up,
speak
you're
up.
saying timely because...
Because I've been seeing on Reddit before that I see these things na they say that I stole money.
Oh, really?
Or parang
Okay, wait.
it kind of insinuates that I kind of like stole money.
Insinuates or actually
or
said it?
parang just took money and then basically I
Oh,
can't
wow.
remember
Okay,
the
that's
the
interesting.
word.
You mean recently as in the
Like,
last couple
maybe
of
the
months?
last, like, I only found out about it maybe 2 years ago or a year ago.
Wow.
And then what I did is I gave Sina GB a call and I said, like, what's going on? What's happening? I created a group. Like, what's this? And I gave them a call. I wanted to talk to GB, and I said, listen, guys, I mean, obviously things didn't end pretty well, but I never stole money. They were in Australia at the time. I remember it was GB and James. I was calling them and I said, yeah, you never stole. So what's going on? And they're like, where's this coming from? They're like, that's just Reddit. Like, that's how Reddit is. Like, baka nag-start lang na ganun. So obviously you're like, okay, benefit of the doubt. Like, but it's that's what they said. And I said, listen, guys, like, I wish you the best. I've actually wished them the best. Like, even if things didn't end very well. I even referred like a few of the guys for work. Like, I still referred the group for
Right.
work even after. I remember even referring sina sina Vic and sina James for wedding gigs.
Okay.
Alex for wedding gigs. Me and Alex did a wedding gig together.
Okay.
Funny. And the thing is, I moved forward from it. It was heartbreaking. It was hard. But anyway, that was weird. I'm like, hey, like, Chris, you know me.
Yeah.
I mean, I may have been a lot of things. I may have I've had my issues.
Yeah.
And what I learned from that was I really was not fit to be a founder.
Ooh, okay, but okay, for everyone's benefit, because I don't want the viewers to get lost in the story first.
You were gonna say.
I want to first tell everyone,
Sige,
ano
sige,
ba yung
sige.
nangyari?
Yeah.
Alright, and if
Yeah.
there's something you don't want me to say, tell me, okay?
Yeah,
Stop me.
Yeah.
Pero ganito yung nangyari. Eri walked up, talked to me one day, says, Chris, can I talk to you? I said, yeah.
Yeah.
Sabi niya, so the Comedy Manila, the group I co-founded,
Yeah.
is kicking me out. So I was like,
Yeah. I
okay,
remember.
so why? And then you said, they gave me several reasons. I asked them to write it down.
I said, write it down, and I said, please write it all down.
On a piece of
write
paper.
all of this down. And I wanted to and I wanted it written down so that it's documented. And I wanted them to read it in front of the entire group. As I read everything, the entire group, so that everyone knows, like,
Right.
exactly what you feel is the problem, why I'm out.
So the funny part was, I said, okay, so when they read it, and you have this document?
Yeah,
And then
and
you
I
said,
showed you.
yeah, I have it. I go, okay, can I see? Like, how
We're
many?
having coffee. We're having
Yeah,
coffee in Ortigas.
yeah, we're having coffee. I said,
Coffee. Oh,
I need to see this, Eri. Sige, I'll read
so
it. But I was
funny.
kind of laughing
That's
at Eri.
so funny.
Kasi sabi ko, Eri, like, okay, what were the reasons? And then he goes, there were 33 points or something. There were a lot of points. I said, how many? I go,
A few pages.
sabi ko, how many pages? He goes, 5 pages or something.
pages,
I go,
yeah.
5 pages, single spaced, font size 10. And I'm like, I started laughing. I couldn't control myself. I said, Eri, kung ganyang karaming reason,
Yeah.
you did something wrong.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
prejudged you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna admit I prejudged you. But then I caught myself and I said, wait a minute. Sige,
I said,
Eri,
read it.
You said, please, can you just read it?
Please read it.
And
Please
I'm
read it.
laughing and I'm going, see, I'm going to read it because you're my friend and business
And he-
partner. And then I read
And you
everything.
you read everything. You took the time to
Yeah.
read it. I appreciate that.
And when I read it, by the way, I read the complaints or the accusations against you.
Yes.
So that's completely their side.
Yes, there's right.
Without you explaining anything
Without
to
me
me.
explaining anything to you.
Nung binasa ko, Eri, I remember I said to you, you didn't do anything wrong.
Why do you believe that?
When I read it, and I'll tell you,
I remember you said that. I remember
very
you said
fair
that.
when I read things,
I remember you and you're brutal.
And, and if you did something wrong, I'll tell you.
You're brutal to me. Like, Chris has always been like brutal. Like, sasabihin niya talaga sa'yo kung mali ka, kung tama sasabihin. And that's what I always appreciated
Yeah.
about you. You were straightforward.
So in that case, so nabasa ko tong letter, naalala ko, I read every point that they were making. And then I said na, no, you didn't do anything wrong. It could be more, maybe, could have been done better.
Yes.
But it's not wrong.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's not evil. It's not mean. It's not
not
malicious.
malicious. Yeah.
It's not intentional.
No.
Nothing. It was just, okay, maybe that one, maybe you could have
done it
explained
better.
that.
Yeah, or you could have communicated better.
Yeah, but it's not wrong. And I even said, honestly, I think they're wrong. And I actually will go as far as saying that, and I told you this, whoever wrote this, wow, I mean, I don't know these people. So,
Yeah,
By
but
the way, I'm not
you're-
saying this to,
yeah, you're
to
giving-
hate on people.
Yeah,
I'm
and
just saying
this
the
is,
truth.
This is, yeah, okay. Yeah.
I'm just saying what I saw. Nakita ko isang tao that couldn't confront you about their own personal issues with you on maybe one or two things. And then decided, instead of talking to you about it, all that resentment, the things he wanted to talk to you about, he talked to everyone else about.
Yeah.
And then tried to get everyone to say, what's your story about Eri? What's your story about Eri? And then created this story in their head of things you're doing
Yeah.
wrong,
Yeah.
but they're not wrong.
Yeah.
It's an interpretation of what you did. They put
Yeah.
malice in what you were doing.
Yeah.
Because I remember yung isang issue was the platform.
Yeah.
You've paid for this platform.
Yeah.
I even helped you. You were asking me how to build it. I said, this is
built
it.
And we needed a platform for
Yeah.
Goro. It was, and I used to always bring that in, like, in the taxi.
Right.
Yeah.
And then that was one of the issues na
Yeah.
parang you were making money off the platform, renting it. I go, yeah, but I remember we talked about it. I said, but you built it. You spent for it.
Yeah.
Instead of renting it from somebody, you can rent it,
Yeah. No,
to the group.
I think what they didn't like is I had someone, one of the group, kind of take it from me at that one time. and they said, why are you asking that one person to do it for you, but you're making money off of it?
Then you could have easily said, "Oh yeah,
Oh
shit,
yeah,
let me
here's I'll pay
maybe-
for your transpo.
Yeah, sure, something.
But
yeah,
I mean, like the way I saw it, kasi, like, I mean, at that time, these were pain points.
yes,
These were like, all right, I could have done it better. I'm not gonna claim that I did all of those things right. Like, Chris, you knew me during that time as a 20-year-old. I had my issues.
yeah,
And honestly, just to kind of like finish, when it was done, and when I really felt that everyone just didn't want me part of that, I remember it was in North Park, and I just felt like it was didn't want me to be part of it. And then I just said, all right, and they paid me off. They're like, whatever is in the bank account, sa'yo na yan.
Wow, okay, so-
that's like a basically compensation for
right, okay,
for all the work that you did as a founder. But I'll tell you now, what I learned from that, though, the lesson there was, a founder kasi is, and I got an offer to be a founder as well for my own company from an investor, and I said no, because of this lesson. A founder is really, it's about the company. It's about the people. Ako kasi, I wanted the spotlight. I wanted the stage.
yeah,
And there wasn't this community. I was just doing my thing to put up an open mic, and they
Yes.
were there. And just to be honest, and I remember writing an email, because I had some very choice words for the key group. I wrote an email when I was out. I wanted to let it all out, and I left it all hanging. I had choice words. The reason, this is such a... I remember saying I just wanted to have friends.
oh wow,
That's what I said. I remember that. I was like, I just wanted to have friends. Because I was the type that,
yeah,
like, that's a wound with me. Like,
yeah.
that was my issues, saying yes to something that I probably shouldn't have said yes to.
right,
Because I probably just wanted to belong in a
Yes.
group. Or just have, like, just
Have
belong.
friends,
Just,
yeah.
you know.
It's like a
then-
family.
or just because I never knew how that felt. So I remember saying all of that and just having choice words for key people. We're not going to get into that, but that's how I left it. And if I knew what I knew now, I wasn't fit to be a founder because I wanted the stage, and we never had those conversations. And that was like, they wanted someone to act like a founder and give them opportunities that would otherwise, that a founder should. If you have a group, if you're the head of the group, you got to think about the group and think how to do it. I was doing that, but I was also looking out for me.
you, yeah.
But I wanted it. Like,
Right.
and that was never clear. We never had those conversations, and maybe would have gotten to that had things gone a different way.
Right.
And I would have said, I need to step back, and we need to get someone who like can steer the ship to like make things happen for us. That's why for me, the best managers are not talents. The best
Right.
managers are quiet in the background, and the moment a manager steps the spotlight, you're gonna want what you need to give to your talent.
Yeah.
And for me, that's what I learned from that. But you saw that list.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, and that's why I was wondering, like, why were these rumors there? And I have an idea why, but just to keep it straight, like, just straight. This is my side of things, Chris. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that this came from them, but if it had, I got paid off money
Yeah.
that I didn't want.
Right. They offered it. They said,
It
take
was
it.
it was take it,
Yeah.
push you out, right? The day after I got paid out, they asked me to pay for a graphics expense. Like, oh, by the way, can you take some of that money we paid you
To pay.
to pay for this expense?
Uh-huh.
Now, if we really look at it and take a step back, all right, it was an expense that was accounted for the company and you should have things, but we didn't have that conversation. We didn't say, Eri, we're going to give you all that money minus the expenses. I mean, I got blitzed. I didn't see it
Right, right.
happening. So I was just like, I felt really upset. I was just like, here's money to pay you off, money that wasn't, I don't want. This is money, like, here's money to get you out of something you really
Right.
worked hard for to build,
Uh-huh.
by the way, and take it. And I was just like, oh, by the way, next day, give us a little bit more of that money. It's like pissing at you while you're down, right? And then I remember shortly after, they were asking me to give accounting things. can you account for the money that we paid you off of? And then I was just like, what's going on? Like, I mean,
Parang nagkaroon sila ng buyer's remorse.
like I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. It's
no,
like
because now
they give you the money and then they're like, shoots, why did
wait,
we do that?
We have stuff to pay for. Now, understandable. Like, there were some expenses there that maybe should have been thing. But I was just like, it wasn't part of the plan for me to be paid off. And I can understand why maybe they would be upset about that. But, Chris,
Dude, you're cutting them too much slack.
yeah, no, I'm being no, because it's done.
I'm listening to you. Listen, you didn't bring it on the table, they did.
Yeah.
And then when you took it, now they come back and go, I'm sure it's like, pare, why'd you give the money? Shoot,
you
so
give-
nga eh.
yeah.
Kausapin mo. Eri, I need an accounting of all the money we gave you.
the
Where,
next-
where did you spend it?
No,
What do
or
you mean,
like-
where did I spend it? I just bought McDo the other day. Would you like the receipt for that?
No, they wanted to give an account, but you saw that list.
I saw that.
Was there any accounting or financial type of issues on that list?
No.
Was there ever any doubt sown about how I was spending that money?
No, it was more about like, yun na nga, what, naalala
These
ko yung...
mga moves, mga
Yeah.
little moves.
But,
Don't have to get
okay,
into detail.
I was gonna say,
But it was that.
All
and,
right.
and then, like I said, like, didn't do it perfectly. I learned my lessons, and I appreciate you asking the question, Chris, because I mean, you were there throughout all of that, and I mean, as much as, and I'm only saying this and talking about this, I've moved on from this for a long time.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
actually happy to give them work, but syempre, I don't know where those rumors started, but if it's on Reddit, and I asked them kindly to please delete that, and they did,
Okay.
which is nice. And they said it's just how Reddit is. But this is me just clearing my name up. I may be a lot of things. I'm not perfect. I've made mistakes throughout my career.
Yeah, yeah.
You've known me as your business partner. I've made my mistakes. But I am not a thief.
okay.
Like I am straight. You know, I work with you. I don't
Yeah, yeah.
I don't steal. Like
Yeah, yeah.
that's not me.
You're actually more of somebody who keeps giving money nga eh, I noticed. You had a very bad habit of giving money, just giving, and nabubudol ka, you get scammed. You were getting scammed a lot.
Was I getting scammed?
Oh yeah, you would get scammed. I would hear about like, oh yeah, I gave this money here, I gave this money here. I'm like, what the hell? Or, basta, you weren't the best spender of money as well.
No, I wasn't.
But at least you knew how to make money. I want to just.
But I
end with
learned
this.
from all of that.
I'm gonna
Thank
just.
you, though.
I'm just gonna end with this because I don't want to get into too much detail.
Yes, of course.
But what happened to you with your comedy career
Yeah.
and how it ended? I would think now, looking back, and maybe I think you will agree with me, it was the best thing to happen to you.
Absolutely.
It was the worst thing, but it was also
It
the
was
best
the best thing. It was the best thing that ever happened to me because if I stayed on that path, I could not imagine being where I am now.
Exactly.
If I stayed on that path, I believe I would be forcing myself with people that didn't want me around, which is also like, yun pa lang eh, like why put yourself in a group that doesn't want you there,
Yeah.
right? I mean, find people who accept and understand you. And like I said, I wish these guys the best.
Yeah.
I really do. Like, it's done. I'm just clearing my name.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you asking about it because I wasn't going to talk about it. But it's so funny that you, out of all people, asked the question.
Well, because because
You've
I've
been
seen-
there, you've been there.
I
No,
saw
no.
I saw the different types of Eri as you matured and grew up
Mm.
and where you are now. And I brought this up because it's a very important lesson in life where kung akala mo you're going through the worst time
It
in
was
your
the
life,
worst. It was the worst.
a lot of times it's
One
the
of the
universe
worst.
just redirecting you to something more better, bigger. And that was the time that I remember. So I go, oh, so Eri, what's the plan now? And then you were like, I'm going to focus all of my effort into becoming the best wedding host ever. And
Best host.
the best host. The best host.
The best
It
host.
started with the best host.
Best host. The wedding didn't happen
Until-
right away.
Yeah.
After a while. Nag-international pa ako nun eh.
Yun.
Nag-esports pa ako nun eh.
Esports, you were doing
Yeah.
all these events
Yeah.
as a host.
As a host. And then weddings eventually materialized and I established myself more through the years. But that focus would never have come if those heartbreaking things happened.
Which wasn't your choice. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't your choice that happened. And that's why I always believe that there's chance, choice, and chance. It's a combination of both. And that's why you have to take everything with a grain of salt and
Yeah.
know that, hey, listen, if this happens, don't force it. Flow
Yeah.
with it. Flow with it and see where it takes you. And this is where it took Eri, where now he is considered. I mean, I'll be the one to say it. You're considered one of the top, what, 5 wedding hosts in the country? You're one of the top.
It's subjective. Yeah.
Subjective. I
Yeah,
mean, all
subjective.
these lists come out.
Yeah.
But definitely you're one of the top ones. I know that for a fact because I would hear people talking about, oh, who do you want to get as host? Eri Neeman. You know, it's always Eri. One of the it would be Eri Neeman. And there's some really
Daming
good
galing.
ones, some
You
of
got
our friends.
Sam, you got Atom, you got JC, you got Karen Kabuhat, you
Yeah.
got Kevin La Peña coming up there. He's gonna carve a name for himself.
Yeah.
Ang daming mahusay. Like there's so many like really solid hosts.
Yeah, and I even remember Eri how so I want to talk about yung how you were able to make the money you're making now. And I know it's justified. 'Di ba? Kasi you were getting booked solid
Yep.
a year ahead.
Yep.
When I say solid, what?
The entire
The entire year.
actually it's so funny. December now I only have 2 dates free.
2 days out of 31 days.
2 dates out of everything, yeah.
You work every day?
Yeah, like I have 2 dates na lang bingo na ako. But no, sorry. I blocked off a date for my family
I
for
was gonna
Christmas.
say.
Christmas is blocked off.
Okay.
Pero other than that, everything is booked. Yeah,
You work every day.
every day, yeah.
Okay.
For December.
Okay. And I'm gonna be let me be the one to say this Si Eri, kaya he can command the money he commands is because ganito lang yan. It's called supply and demand.
Yes.
In other words, eto na yung araw, booked na siya. Sometimes he has to say, hey guys, I gotta increase
can't.
my rate because
I need it. I'm gonna be stretched too thin.
yeah, well, I can't take 2 bookings for
I
the
can't.
day.
I can't.
You
Hindi
take
na.
one,
Yeah.
and this is how much I charge now.
Yeah.
And it just kept going up and up and up.
I was saying no more than I was saying yes.
Right.
Yeah. And when you do that, you up your price.
You have to.
And
Scarcity.
And that's the thing. You also have to go. Eto yan. For all my colleagues in the industry, any professional, you also have to believe that you're worth it.
Yon, that's the
Iba
hard
din
part.
kasi if you make the jump to the increase, minsan natatakot ka, baka mawalan ka namang kliyente. But if you're already getting booked that much, and then mababawasan siguro mga konti, but you're gonna start, those clients are gonna go away, but you're gonna say goodbye to this demographic, but you're also gonna make way for other ones who are willing to pay for your services.
Yes.
But the question there is, are you willing to take on that challenge to give that quality consistently and to keep growing pa?
The responsibility.
The responsibility.
It's a big responsibility.
Yeah, the higher premium you charge, the more responsibility to have. If you're a good deal, people are not just gonna think you're gonna good deal. You just have to do your job.
Right.
Pero if you charge premium, you better do it exceptionally in a way that really just gives value to people. And here's the thing, like a lot of people are gonna say, I even had a Reddit thread like, is Eri Neeman really worth it?
Ooh.
Yeah. But here's the thing.
And what was the ano?
Oh my God.
Was there a poll?
There was a poll and but the thing kasi is, I think it was probably a bride or a groom, probably a bride, that really wanted me, but I wasn't in their budget, right?
Okay.
And then the phrasing of the question was like, is he really worth it? I really like him, but ganito ba talaga yung rate, and is he really worth it? So it's already framed negatively. Like, maybe if it was just like, how is, as a host, but is he really worth it? Is Chris really worth it? Like, I mean, it's
Okay.
a framing.
Okay,
Medyo negative na eh.
My take on it
Yeah.
is the bride is looking for validation.
To say na,
To say na he's
Wala
not
yan,
worth it.
wala
So that
yan.
she doesn't feel too bad about not being able to get you as a host.
it's kind of,
I understand.
I understand it.
Yeah, I understand where
get
it's
it.
coming from.
But will you really get objective feedback if you frame it that way?
because the point of that is not to get objective feedback.
It's to make yourself feel better.
Exactly.
It's kind of like, alam mo, pag bumili ka ng ticket na mura, pero alam mong you're in your budget, like, okay na ba to? Mura na ba to? It's kind of like that same thing.
Right.
Like, I see those things in Japan, mura na ba to? Yung mga Japan for Dummies, I'm part of that group. Hello, guys. Mura na ba to? I totally understand, because back then when you're saving, you're just like, nako, I'm spending more than I should. Is this okay? Because it's a really good deal. You want to feel good about
Wow.
it, right? So, anyway, I took that and I saw it, and I remember like saying, you're gonna get that if you're charging a premium, but I remember reading through it. Some were just emotionally charged.
Of course.
Some though felt objective in a way na parang point of improvement. And I remember telling myself when I read it, I was just like, I'm gonna be undeniable. I'm gonna be.
I like that.
I'm
Undeniable.
I'm gonna be undeniable. I got that from Bill Burr. Be so good. What did he say? Be so fucking good. People can't ignore you.
Wow.
Like that's Bill Burr. Like amazing thing. Like be undeniable. Like so I'm gonna be even better. I took it as motivation because there was some comments there. I was just like, probably on an off day, probably thing. But I remember saying this to myself. I want my off day to be at the level of what used to be my best.
Damn, I like that.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of off days, Eri, I also remember this naman. Naalala ko yung time na meron ako nabasa that now this one is for on you. This is on you.
This is what I tell you. Chris called me out.
Yeah.
I remember this. Yeah.
So I remember, scrolling through social media, Facebook, and then I see Eri ranting.
Yeah.
You were ranting about this couple that, parang I already gave you, parang I already discounted my talent fee, blah, blah, blah.
Just to be
And-
clear, there was a relative of the couple
Yes.
that made point. This he said this, he said that. He wasn't saying it was me, but it was
Right.
very, very obvious na ano.
And they were upset.
Point. They were obviously upset.
Right.
But this was posted the day after
So,
of how I hosted. And we went through some challenges.
yes.
And I was late. And there's no excuse.
How late were you?
I was supposed to be by 5.
I remember how late you were. You told me.
How late was I?
You were like 2 hours.
No.
Oh, it was definitely more than an hour late.
It was more than an hour.
Yeah.
My call time was 5, and I remember I showed up 6:20.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can you then I remember we had
6 or
this
6 past.
conversation.
Yeah, yeah.
So yung nangyari yun.
The target start of the program was 6.
Right.
So in technicality, I was 20 minutes late starting the program, but for call time, I agree. Yeah.
And I remember everyone on that thread was ganging up on the couple.
Because I was explaining certain points.
You were explaining your side.
But the thing is, Chris, there were some parts of that was really inflated. Like it was making me
Understandable.
look not the parts where I said I was late, yes, no excuse for that. The part na ganito, yes, I basically gave my sides.
Right.
But to go as far as saying you're the worst host I've ever, ganito, you're so irresponsible, he didn't know what he was doing. I was just like, ang dami kasing mga damaging to the reputation
Right.
things. That I needed to put in its place because that was unfair to me.
Right. But I remember kasi that you were justifying the actions that you did, including
One
the
particular action.
being late and also when you gave money.
No. I took responsibility for being late.
But you said may but ka nun eh. But that's why I discounted my fee or whatever. Or did
Yeah.
you give back your? Did you say I
did.
discounted or did I not charge them at all for that day?
I believe I
Discounted, if I remember. You didn't give back everything, but to make matters, I'm not sure who was worse, but it was
I
this
think
that caught.
I think I remember giving everything back.
No, that was after.
After I gave
So
everything
during
back
that time,
after.
you kind of said, "Sige, I'll cut it in half or whatever."
Yeah.
Tapos
This is the one, yeah.
so he cut it in half. Pagkatapos siya i-cut in half, ito na. In the middle of the program, you said, "I'm gonna give away, let's say, 10,000 pesos."
A little bit more, yeah.
to this game as a
person,
prize.
Yes.
And then
Everyone was like,
yes,
yeah.
And then Eri goes up to the couple, goes, "Hey, can you guys take it na lang from the
Balance.
balance?
Yep.
Dagdag na lang natin."
I
Parang-
asked.
Right, you
I
asked.
Yes.
And then you said, "So I don't understand the issue kasi I asked the bride and then the bride looked at the groom and then
Yeah.
the groom nodded his head and so I got their permission.
Yeah.
So where is the problem?" So then this is where I said, "Eri, I see everyone agreeing with you,
Yes.
but I'm going to tell you what you did is wrong.
Yes, I shouldn't have asked.
You shouldn't have asked,
Especially if I offered.
especially if you offered. Especially you asked after you offered.
Yes.
So you put the couple on the
I
spot.
put him on the spot. I mean, it wasn't even supposed to be. It's not a question. It was like an appalling question, basically.
Yeah.
And that's what probably pushed them over the edge to
Na parang,
to go public.
Right.
But the problem there was you went public. That was also unfair to me. It was a little bit inflated, and that's why I had to
Right.
defend myself.
sure.
Like there were parts there
Yeah.
na parang, uy, sobra na yan, ha?
Yes. But it's like the same as going to a restaurant.
Yeah.
And then the host of the restaurant
Yeah.
is so rude.
Yeah.
By the time you sit down, you're so pissed. Suddenly the food is bland.
Yeah.
Suddenly the utensils are dirty. Everything is starting to
Yeah.
Di ba? Ganun yun eh.
Yeah.
And I remember we had this conversation kasi I was telling Eri na, Eri, sabi ko, this is the one day in their life. You have a lot of gigs.
Yeah.
This is for them once in a
Yes.
lifetime.
Yes.
So being an hour and 20 minutes late for
Yes.
once in a life, it's a
No
big
excuses
deal.
for being late,
And I understood why they were extremely upset already.
The reason, I'll give you context to that. It rained.
I
It
know.
rained. It rained so bad. And what happened was, okay na sana bawi tayo. But because it rained, and this is where I need to clear it up. Totoo to, Chris.
Yeah.
When it rained, there was this decision from the coordinator, do we stay outside or do we move inside? They wanted to sugal. So they said, let's do it outside. And what happened? We didn't have waterproof equipment, hoping that the rain would stop. The rain didn't stop and the equipment fried.
Wow.
So no equipment.
Right.
And now we're forced to get everyone inside. And we have no equipment. So what happened is we were trying to source some lights and sound people to solve the
Right.
problem. Because if you're gonna speak with wala
Right,
walang
of course.
impact just to get. So what I wanted, where I was personally coming from together with the team, was we need to protect your moments. Because if your father says something, it's already messed
Yep.
up na nga. Let's make sure that things are properly heard so that at least you have these memories
Right.
intact. I remember the bride going to me, if you just showed up early, this wouldn't have happened. The thing is though, Chris, that's not true, and I say this in the post. What would have happened is, based on the timeline, is while the moments were happening for the second half, it would have rained.
Right.
And it would have been affected. I understand, though. Late, there's no excuse for that. But to put it all on me when there were clear factors and decisions,
Yeah.
I just feel that, especially when I was doing my best to fix the problem,
Right.
together with everyone.
Right.
Yes, I made some questionable decisions,
Yeah.
which I apologized for, but I can understand where they were upset.
For me, it's this, Eri. For me, ganito yan. The most important lesson there was, for me, that at least you took
I took accountability.
accountability.
No, the moment you say that,
Yeah.
I said, you're right, tama, I shouldn't even ask that. Like, why should I have done
Yeah.
that? So I returned the money right away the next day.
Not just the money,
I
You
refunded,
returned the
and I
entire-
refunded them in total.
the total. Yeah.
Lahat
So
na.
that was the way for you to say, you know what?
I'm really sorry.
Here's everything back. I don't deserve it. It's okay. And I appreciated that you did that.
I listened to you. Yeah.
Kasi a lot of times when people have enough people validating and ganging up on the other
Yeah.
person, you tend to not hear anything
No,
anymore.
you wanna feel that you're not wrong.
Right. And it's hard to accept that you're wrong. And that moment, so I want to go back to yung moment na tinanong mo sila. You know that moment, that happens to a lot of people kasi.
Yeah.
Yung may parang like what happened with the impeachment trial now. Do you know what happened with Sara Duterte?
No.
Asking the Senate, by the way, can you pay for the catering of my entire legal team, all the witnesses, all the support teams? Ay, hindi. Sabi niya una, I want my own caterer inside the Senate for my entire team and everyone.
Okay. Gets ko na yung logic.
And I want you to pay for it.
It's like me saying, I want to give you a prize, and I want you to pay for it.
Right. And then,
Gets,
so the Senate goes,
Tama, mali nga yun. Mali.
Pati sila hindi makasagot eh.
Yeah.
Sabi lang well, we don't have the budget.
Yeah.
I would have said, makapal ka magtanong, sasagutin kita. No.
Yeah.
But most Filipinos are not built like that.
Hindi talaga. And
They freeze and then they go,
okay.
okay.
Non-confrontational kasi tayo.
Right. They would rather say yes
Yes.
rather than say no. That's not okay.
Kaya maraming nadadala sa insurance.
Yun.
Kasi nag-yes ka. Kasi makulit the agent and seller like, yes. Sige na nga, para maka-yes lang. Kasi it's so hard to say no.
Sige.
But that's us. But anyway, like, that was an example of you calling me out.
Yeah.
Like, and I listened to that, and it's a total contrast from the Comedy Manila thing,
Right.
right? Like, this is where like, hindi, mali ka talaga dyan.
Right. It's
So-
the same. It's
But
different sides of the same coin.
I've always like appreciated
Yeah.
that straightforwardness about you. You're always like that straight shooter. Like whatever you felt was fair, you would be like mali yan. Whatever you felt was like okay, fair to you, actually hindi talaga yan.
Yeah.
So I did appreciate like actually all those times that you spoke for me or spoke against me when I
Right.
was doing something wrong.
And Eri, sige. So now you're here na. Let's talk about the Eri from today moving forward na. First of all, I have to say, you're so much more calm. You have so much more serenity, peace. I don't know what it's probably the money.
It's inner work. It's inner work.
It's inner work.
Yeah.
But now you're at the point where I call this, I've been talking about this off-cam to people, ikigai. Vocation, profession, passion, purpose. Ibig sabihin, you're doing something you're passionate about, that you love to do,
Yes.
that you're good at, that you can get paid to do,
Yes.
and that's purposeful.
Yes.
Andun ka na eh.
And I think I also am a place where I really I believe I value the things I value. I'm very clear on the things I value and the things I don't. Like,
Okay.
I think I believe I personally value the right things for me. Like, if you took all the money away, but my family will get compromised, my marriage, my family, my son, I'll give it all away in a heartbeat. Like, hey, listen, not to say that you can't have everything.
Right.
You can. It's just that I know that my priorities of making money or being successful will
Is-
never compromise my family.
I love that.
That's all I'm
Yan.
saying. You can have everything, like you really could. Prioritizing family over everything else doesn't mean you have to give away and say no to money. It just means that you're not gonna do things in pursuit of money that will compromise your family.
I love that. And you're it's a better motivation.
Yeah,
Family is a good motivation.
foundation.
To work hard.
Yeah.
And to be the best that you can be.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna be an absentee father, absentee husband just because I'm just like I want to make this money. That means my priority is money and success, not my family.
Right. Okay, so how many days in a month do you spend with family?
I'm learning how to not be a not workaholic and to actually enjoy it. That took some time. So now, like on slow days, slow months is July and August.
Okay.
So I'm not even stressed about like having a free week.
Okay,
Dati kasi freelance, you're
Right,
just
right.
like and I take rest and time with my family and being present as just as important as working. Because I need my balance.
But normally, how many days in a month do you work?
Depends eh. I would say mga
On average?
with content kasi, with creator, parang everyday ako nagtatrabaho eh. Kasi I'm managing a team as well. Pero from hosting lang, on average, mga 10 to 12, 10 to 15.
Days in a month.
Pero if I really averaged it with like fully booked months
Yes,
like
yes.
January, 15 to 20.
Okay, fair. Okay,
Yeah.
good enough. All right.
Yeah.
So, I want to end with this, Harry. I realize we can talk forever.
We can talk forever.
We have talked forever.
We really
actually.
can. We really can.
But I want to end with I want you to tell people now, the ones watching, that maybe are going through hardships in life, maybe are not there financially yet. Maybe if you can give them advice. Here we go. This is your chance, and that's your camera right there.
Kung may pinagdadaanan ka and you really think that everything's against you and you believe na wala ka nang magawang tama or you believe na parang this is the hardest point of my life, please just don't give up and keep going. It just means two things. Nire-redirect ka sa landas na dapat sa'yo at may gustong ituro sa'yo ang sitwasyon na yon na dapat mong matutunan. Pag hindi mo pa natutuhan ng bagay na yun, ibig sabihin, babalik at babalik ang mga sitwasyon na yon para turuan yung leksyon at lesson na yan sa'yo. So, be ready to accept the lesson ng mahirap na circumstance na yon para mag-grow ka at susunod na challenge naman na tuturuan ang dapat mong turuan ang haharapin mo. Just look at the lessons in the struggle. Don't give up and take something that's not for you as a redirection to something that is for you.
Wow, I love that, Eri. And with that, Eri, I'm gonna end with that note. Sobrang galing nun. For all the viewers out there, kung meron kayong mga comments or suggestions, or I want you to write down ano yung natutunan nyo from our conversation today. All right? Sulat niyo sa comment section sa baba. And if you like content like this, make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Eri Neeman, thank you so much.
Good to see you, my
and
friend. Good to see
maybe on the day that I get married.
Hey, I look forward to it. You just let me know. I'll have the jokes. I'll have the jokes that are only for me because I know you. Just,
oh my God!
Just message.
Sige, pare.
No, but I mean to also see how far you've come because I know you as well. Because Chris has his fair share of struggles. To see you also
Oh, yeah.
grow into I've seen Chris's hard times as well, and that's a different talk in itself. But
Yeah.
I'm really happy for you.
Pare, thank you so much.
Really happy for you.
All right, everyone. We'll see you guys in the next episode.